This video was recorded by Russian civil rights activist Alexander Zharov as he entered a metro station in Moscow. We see Zharov walking through a payment gate equipped with a camera, which snaps a photo of him. Minutes later, police officers approach him on the platform. It was the third time Zharov had been detained inside the Moscow metro.
Я их попросил указать причину задержания и причину их требований. Один из сотрудников полиции обосновал это тем, что я нахожусь у них в розыске.
The 32-year-old was identified by facial recognition, a technology that's widely deployed across the city's subway system. A Reuters investigation has found that Moscow's video surveillance network plays an important role in the arrests of anti-government protesters. We also found that since Russia invaded Ukraine in February 2022, authorities have begun using facial recognition as a preventive measure to stop people from protesting in the first place.
In Russia, we have a big brother who's watching for you every time, and people can talk more about political things.
The Russian government and Moscow city authorities did not respond to detailed questions for this story and the episodes it describes. Let's take a closer look at how facial recognition is helping Russian police identify and sweep up Kremlin's opponents whenever they choose. In 2017, the city of Moscow announced the launch of one of the world's largest facial recognition video surveillance networks. Some 160,000 cameras were installed across the city to help law enforcement, the city's Department of Information Technology said at the time. The Moscow Metro uses facial recognition as part of its fare payment system as well as for security reasons. Passengers are photographed as they walk through the gates. A computer algorithm then uses artificial intelligence to analyze and identify faces. If the system flags a passenger for detention, police respond within seconds or minutes. That's according to 29 people who were detained in this way. All have one thing in common: they're critical of President Vladimir Putin. Most have previously joined anti-government protests.
Причина, почему меня задерживают в метро, я думаю, это связано с тем, что я проявляю гражданскую позицию, которая заключается в том, что я выступаю против войны России против Украины, а также против политических репрессий в стране.
Our review of more than 2,000 court cases shows that these cameras have played an important role in the arrests of hundreds of protesters. Most of these people were detained in 2021 after they joined anti-government demonstrations. But after Russia invaded Ukraine, authorities began using facial recognition to prevent people from protesting in the first place. That's according to more than 24 detainees. 27-year-old Sergei Pinchuk is one of them.
On my 9th, I was detained in a metro. I had been detained before 5 or 6 times, I don't remember, because of my political activities. But that detention, it was special, it was unusual, because I was detained for nothing. Just when I entered to the metro station, a police officer approached to me, grabbed me and said, "You're detained, come with me."
Pinchuk says the police then took him to a nearby police station for interrogation.
There was a police officer, Rogov, it's his last name. I remember that because he threatened me. He said that he put me in a prison for years. He grabbed my neck and beat me against the wall a couple of times, kicked by his foot. And he was really angry, he was violent. Yeah, that was a bad experience.
Neither Pinchuk nor Zharov were charged with any offense. Russian and Moscow officials did not respond to Reuters' questions about the detention of Zharov, Pinchuk or the other interviewees. The Kremlin referred detailed questions for this story to the Moscow mayor's office, which did not respond. And Russia's Interior Ministry, which oversees law enforcement, didn't respond to questions sent via the Kremlin. For both Pinchuk and Zharov, the surveillance, risk of detention, coupled with pressure from the police, have so upended their lives, they felt they were left with no other choice but to leave Russia.
А задержание на меня повлияло в том плане, что у меня возникло чувство того, что Россия начинает превращаться в некий филиал китайского Синьцзяня, где современные электронные цифровые технологии становятся игрушкой в руках диктатора.
Zharov has moved to Germany,
Looks beautiful, love it.
while Pinchuk decided to relocate to the United States. He now lives in Seattle and is seeking asylum.
It all happened so fast. I didn't even regret in that moment, in that day. But then I realized that I left all my life here, my dog, my parents, my friends, you know. When I get in a car and go to the airport, yeah, I was crying a little bit there. That was the last time when I was crying. I'm a sport-addicted person.
What kind of sports do you like playing?
Obviously basketball. For the future, I hope things will change in my country, of course. I hope I will see my family soon. But I'm a realist and I don't think that something like this is gonna be happening soon, very soon.